Read that again out so I can catch it. 22 and 30.
30, okay, yeah.
1 Peter 5:5. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elders.
Yeah, unto the elders of GMS. That's what you both supposed to be doing, man. And not talking bad about the elders of GMS and not using and abusing the elders of GMS, man. You see? Go ahead.
Yeah, all of you be subject one to another and be clothed with humility.
That's the point the brother wanted. That's the point the brother wanted. Because it's all about being humble in this truth. When these devils come up, man, you cut the shit out these devils, man. You don't play with these devils. You see? Go ahead.
Anytime you get a chance.
For God resists the proud and gives grace to the humble. Humble yourself, therefore, under the mighty hand of the Most High, that He might exalt you in due time.
Yeah, in due time, man. So you listen to them elders, and you pay attention to what they do when they bring out these scriptures, and listen to them, and in due time, the Most High exalt you, man. In the kingdom, man. Lord willing, we all part of the elect to get up out of here, man. Hear what you got.
Matthew 22 and 30.
They gonna say Jacob was dead. That's what they Edomites said.
It says, for in the resurrection, they neither marry.
Where you at, Matthew? What?
22 and 30. It says,
No, 32.
32.
Yeah, this the point.
22 and 32. It says, I am the God of Abraham, and the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. The Most High is not the God of the dead, but of the living.
See, that's why, man, these Edomites, man, they don't know what the hell they talking about, man. Read that again, huh?
It says, Matthew 22 and 32, I am the God of Abraham, and the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. The Most High is not the God of the dead, but of the living.
Yeah. So back to about that Syrian information. About how they gonna go in there, man. They gonna do what they gotta do, man. They gonna do what they gotta do, man. And the Most High gonna control them, man. You know. But I want to change. You got something? I want to change girls. I want to change girls a little bit. I want to change girls. Give me the. That this devil, Christopher Columbus, he knew that the tribes was over here, that the northern kingdom was over here. Let's see if I can find it.
Book is Christopher Columbus and the Partitions of the Jews in the Spanish and Portuguese Discoveries by Dr. M. Caseling. And this is page 14. It says, Zacuto doubtless called Columbus' attention to De Nativitibus during the latter resident of Salamanca. He brought a copy of it in the city according to a note in his own handwriting for 41 Maravides. These books are now in Colombian at Seville. That's what it's talking about. Later, in Spain, he read with religious zeal the tract of the Messiah, which was written by the proselytes Samuel N. Abbas of Morocco for the purpose of converting our Isaac of Servnats. It had been translated into Spanish in 1339 and into Latin 100 years later. This book interested Columbus so much that he excerpted 3 whole chapters. He was also very fond of reading the Bible and the 4th book of Ezra.
The 4th book of Ezra. You got Ezra that's in well, you got a 1611 that's in the apartment. But if you got separate Bibles like this right here, you got a book of Ezra in here in the book of Ezra, which is Nehemiah. So that's really the first and the second. The first Ezra in the Bible, and you got the second Ezra, which is Nehemiah, and then you got the third Ezra, which is second Ezra, and you got the 4th Ezra, which is which is second Ezra. All right. So that's what he was reading. He was reading in Ezra. Did it say something about Isaiah?
He said he was very.
Jump back up. Make sure you jump back up.
I see it. It said he was very fond of reading the Bible and the 4th book of Ezra, which was probably written by a Jew who lived outside of Palestine.
Which was Ezra, which he is a Jew, but he's from the tribe of Ezra was a Levite. He was a Levite, and they put that term Jew on him when during the Babylonian captivity. You see, so the southern kingdom was known as Jews during the Babylonian captivity. So Ezra is from the tribe of Levi. Okay, but read what you got in second Ezra, what he was reading.
Second Ezra 13 and 40. Those are the 10 tribes which are carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of O.C. the king.
Yeah, that's the Israelite. That was the king at that time. Okay.
Whom Salmanazar, the king of Assyria.
Yeah, that was his grandson that took over that finished it off. I think it was his grandson because it was different Assyrian kings, and I think it was his grandson. Okay, that finished it off.
5 of them, I think.
Yeah.
Salmanazar. That was the one we talked about. That was the 5th. The one.
That was the 5th?
Yeah, this is the 5th right here.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 5 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Was it one of his grandsons, or it was just one of the kings?
Yeah, that was like Salmanazar the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So it would be from the first one. It would be great grandson.
Yeah. So I was,
Yeah.
All right. So it was the 5th one. Okay. All right. Good. Water.
Second Ezra 13 and 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, who Salmanazar, the king of Assyria, led away captive. And he carried them over the waters, and so came they unto another land.
Another land, go ahead.
But they took this counsel among themselves that they would lead the multitude of the heathens and go forth unto the farther countries where never mankind dwell, that they might there keep their own statutes which they never kept in their own land.
Because which we were reading about that, they was keeping the custom. They tell you that in the book James Adair, in other books, and in the medieval empire of the Israelites. I meant to bring that out here, but I left it. I meant to bring it out, but I left it. But,
Second Ezra 13 and 43. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passage of the rivers.
So they took the Euphrates River and went down and went beneath Africa and came over to South America. Okay? Go ahead.
For the Most High then showed signs for them that had stood in the flood till they were passed over.
Yeah, just like he did in Exodus, he split part of the Red Sea, because it's not, you got rivers that break off and go into the Red Sea. Okay, so he split part of it so they could cross that land. You got a map. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's the Red Sea right there, right? You see? Hold it up for me. You see, that's the Red Sea. Some people think that it's talking about that, but it's talking about up there. That's where the Most High separated that water. Okay, so the Most High did that during the time of the Egyptians. So the Most High did the same thing, meaning he held he did